Welcome to FPL Spad. 1 second. Welcome to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 23-24 season. My name is Spad. Today, you're joining me for the live Q&A for game week 14 to ask any questions when you come online for your teams that you need help with. Until then, until someone comes on and asks me a question, I'm just going to go over certain transfers that need to happen and price rises that need to go up and that are going to go up and down tonight. Basically, there was none in last night, but I expect quite a few today. If we look, before we go into that, we're going to look at my team, the transfers I need to make. I've got one free transfer and 1.7 million in the bank. Didn't have the best of weeks last week, only made 44 points, so I need to bounce back this game week with a bang. At the moment, I've got Ezra, who's a red, more or less orange, at 25% to play, probably out for more than one game week. So most likely we have to get him out of my team. So that's definitely one transfer we're doing. Depending on if we're doing anything else, it could be multiple minuses or just one more minus, depending on the hits I take. Because at the moment we're going to play with 3 centre-backs. The Trippier and Shaw definitely will play. And Cabal now is looking like he might be available for the coming game week ahead. They've got Brentford away. Not the best of easiest games, but he could get some returns there. But he's battling his place with Baldock, who's playing against Burnley away as well, I think. Baldock did get an assist last game week, which helped me out somewhat in my overall points. Without that, I'd be even lose more of rank. Palestri, he's going to stay as at 4.4. Got no reason to take him out or improve on him because I'm not going to look to rotate. I just didn't see this. Watkins has got a 50% of playing. I did not know about this. Did he suffer a knock in the Europa game? Did he start? Did he?
He did. He didn't start. No.
Did he come on?
I don't think he even came on.
So where's this 50%? I don't think I've watched one of the press conferences. I need to go back and watch that and find that out. But for now, like, he's not going to be a big issue to deal with today. That could be dealt with tomorrow, as his price will not go up and down in just one day, as I don't think he's nowhere near on the threshold of that happening. Son's price went down 2 days ago. Didn't really affect me because I got him at 7.2. So at 7.6, I still make the same profit as I would at 9.7. So we're going to look at Ezra to take him out, but let's just quickly look at the price changes. If we need to do our transfers today, or we can hold out one more day and do it just before the deadline. We have a bit more information from the managers playing over the weekend. So first up, we have Isak, who's looking like he will be going up. He's already 103% and going up at a good rate as well. So he most likely will go up to 7.5. And then below him, we have Salah at 13 million, who's looking like might be going up tonight. People that haven't had him in the teams are looking to bring him in because Liverpool do have a good run of fixtures where he could be the main man of getting points and even a captaincy option in a lot of those game weeks coming up. Temiskas as well, surprised to see him going up as well. With Kellerman playing instead of Alisson, the chances of Liverpool keeping a clean sheet have dropped significantly. So don't expect him to make any clean sheet points if you do bring him in. He'll probably make some return, maybe a return from the corners that he takes. He won't be taking that many free kicks. Trent will be taking most of the free kicks. But from the left-hand side, he'll be taking the free kicks. So he could be a good option to have in your team. But I wouldn't be getting him in, as I don't think Liverpool will be keeping many clean sheets because the confidence in the back line comes from the defence, from the goalkeeper. And with having Kellerman there, just a bit slightly dropped, in my opinion. Share, his price I don't expect to go out. It says week's time, but he's just not going up. It says, according to the data, it says people are being taken out of the teams. So, same as Calvert-Lewin, his recent, I think he was going up yesterday, but started to go down today. Because it's not heavily, like, percentage-wise going down. Not a big green, red arrow. Doku, quite a lot of people have started bringing him in. This, again, City do have decent fixtures, but with City is, we can't have too many City players, as you got blank game week coming in game week 18. And in game week 18, you can see, like, unless you go play a free hit, then Yeah, cool. But you will need free hits later on in the game in the season, as there will be other double game weeks as some of the teams progress in the cup competitions, and they'll be blanking some game weeks, and then they'll be doubling in other game weeks. So you will need your free hit for that. So I advise against bringing in Doku at the moment. If you already have him, fair dues. But don't be looking to bring in any Man City players. Too many, in my opinion. If you got three, and then you got to say Brentford players, because a lot of people are bringing in Brentford. And Burma is going up at a high rate of 3.5% right now. That is a really high rate, so he's definitely going up, even though he's not even near the threshold yet. But that people will be just bringing him in as panicking because they don't want to buy him at 7.1 and get him in at 7. Probably one of the main reasons why I'm holding off on getting him is because his price is going up to 7 million. And I'm thinking about somebody else, which we'll talk about in a bit. Kofo, don't expect his price to go up. Neither do any of these other players that are on the thingy. We'll just quickly look at the price going down, because I see a lot of players going down in price today. Bowen will go down in price to 7.5 because there's not concrete evidence he'll be playing over the weekend. Ezra, as his price went up literally one day before deadline last week, is the main reason why I pulled the trigger so quick and bought him in, because I wanted to catch the price increase, like profits. And now he's going back down. I could take him back down today or tomorrow. Would not make a difference to me, because as I'm not making a profit on him. So I'll still get 6.1 no matter what I do. So I can hold off on that transfer if I need to, because it makes no difference to me if his price goes down to this game week. Then you got Foster. Yeah, gonna go down. Van der Ven gonna go down as he's injured, out for months. Anderson going down. Maybe not. Ryan Rashford surprisingly could be going down this game week, but at 8.5, if he goes down to 8.5, drops even more, then he could be a viable option in the future if we see some better form from him. And I don't believe this story about him being back with his girlfriend is going to affect his form. So I'm just going to let that be and let the football talk for himself. He got a goal last game week, but that was a penalty. Bruno gave it to him to boost his confidence. Fair dues, but I need to see goals from open play, and I need to see United play better. United do have a hard game coming up against Chelsea away. Ain't going to be a walk in the park. St. James's Park is going to be a hard place to go to. So good luck for them. I don't have no horse in the running for that. Either one can win, either one can draw, or it can be a draw. Doesn't bother me at the moment. And these other players, they're on the fringes of going down. Not many people have them, so I don't expect anybody to have these players in their team. So I don't expect any of these players to go down, like to be affecting you. Maybe Son, but he's going down at a high rate at the moment, 4%. They're saying his price might drop today. I did not see this. This could be a problem, because right now he's at minus 80%. So if he gets close to like 95 and he's still got that high percentage going down, he will drop down and I'll lose my profit on him. So maybe I have to pull the bullet on him quick, early. I should have pulled it last week, really. The challenge, transfer I wanted to do, but can't do that no more, as I can't afford to do that move. But now I might have to think of another move, maybe before tonight I go to sleep. Maybe I have to do my transfers before I go to sleep today. So that might be a problem. Even for you guys, if you get to see the stream later on, maybe check him out. Wilson going down, not amazingly. Cool. So let's quickly look at the percent hourly change at the moment that we got. Watkins is on the deep, like going down hard, but he's a minus 26%. So don't expect his price to drop today. Say it could be tomorrow, but I think they're playing on Sunday, so not entirely sure. Like, if we could get some more information tomorrow, it'd be better. But yeah, where are they? Yeah, they play on Sunday, so Bournemouth away. So I could see Emery maybe resting him if he's not fully fit. Damn. Oh, no. I wish I had that information earlier, like yesterday. I might have done my changes yesterday, done some minus hits. So I don't get affected with my monthly score, because any hits I take now will be affected my monthly score. If I'd done it yesterday, it would not have affected my monthly score. So that would have been a plus. I could have done minus 12, took a hit in my overall rank, but my monthly score I could have carried on. But now it looks like we can't do that. We've got Sun going down at a high rate as well, like we spoke about earlier. Mecca, yeah. If you've got a free transfer and you've got Alice in your team and you take him out, bringing Kellerman in for 3.9 million is a bargain for a local keeper if somehow he keeps a clean sheet. They have got 3 good games, so there's a potential of keeping clean sheets, but I'd rather, if you, it's a third loop spot that if you want to use up, you're not using up, you want to use up, then go ahead. Wilson going down, not surprised there. Bowen, yes, probably tonight. Alvarez, his price dropped the other day. People are losing faith in him as he's blanked a lot, but he did get a goal in the Champions League game the other day, so never know with that. Hoyland, the United fans are probably taking him out at the moment. And Ketia, people that gambled early on when he got the hat trick and people bought him in. And now I'm looking to take him out for somebody else probably. Don't know how they're making finds or what transfers they're really doing. Then you got a few people on the fringes. DRB getting taken out because he did get play midweek, so less chance of him playing Sunday. But if Watkins not playing Sunday, then DRB will be playing. So we're not really sure at the moment. Jota will be going down in the coming weeks as he's injured. He's out for a couple of weeks. I think maybe like a month. He may be back in like mid-January. So it does lock down the place for Diaz to start and Nunes to start, because the only real rotation will be Gakpo playing. And I think Gakpo, he does, like every time he plays, he wants to score goals. It's because he wants to get to the first team really badly, which is like, it's not his own fault. Like, there's just so many other good players in the Liverpool team at the moment. The standard players are going down. Let's quickly have a look at what players have been brought in at the hourly rate, because if Son's been taken out at that high rate, they must be bringing in other players as well. And right now, it looks like Mbomo is being brought in highly. Is Richarlison back from injury? It looks like he's been brought in into the team, being brought in at the moment. So I'll have to have a look at that. Maybe ahead of Man City's game as well. He might be needed for Tottenham. I wouldn't mind somehow Tottenham getting maybe a draw at the City ground, but that's just wishful thinking, especially with the amount of players Tottenham have out. If they had a full team, maybe they could get a draw or win, but with the injuries they have, highly unlikely. But we still all can dream. Darwin is being brought in by a lot of people. One problem most likely could probably be bought in for Watkins. People have been taking out Watkins, so they save some money there. They're cashing in on their profits really. And Gordon's been bought in pretty much. Raya as well after the last week where he could not play because of his loan tied. So Saka had been bought in, no surprise there. His price already went up 2 days ago, which didn't help me at all. Gusto, looking like people bringing Gusto back in at 4.1 million. I don't see him starting, so I won't be bringing him in. Start of the season was different. He was at 4 million, very cheap. But now, if you just want to have a 4th or 5th defender, cheap one, you could get defender for 3.9 million, 3.8 million now, and have a bit extra cash to spend on your other part of your team. A lot of people are bringing in Keller, probably people that are wildcarding. So his price will be going up in the near future. So he could be a lucrative player if you're using a wildcard to have as your backup keeper in your team, and maybe rotating with your other keeper, that whoever you have, because there's a chance of Liverpool keeping clean sheets. They do tend to keep clean sheets at home this season. They did keep a clean sheet of the Europa game as well, but the Premier League is a different kettle of fish. So we have to look out for that as well. Then Timus Cass, a lot of people bringing him in. His price will go up today. Pedro, flip-flop. People bring him in, people don't. Then we'll Luis Diaz, who I am looking at the moment. to bring in for Ezra, because I'm looking at for differential really, because picking the normal players that everyone's going to be bringing in, like it will just increase rank with them if they get points, you know. And if they don't get points, you just stay where you are, and you're gonna go down in rank, really. Like at the moment, there's two players that I am missing in my team that will be helpful, which everyone really has, is Saka and Mbemo. So I'm taking a gamble by going with a different route back in my team, Liverpool. Because I rate Luis Diaz a lot, and he always comes up with a clutch goal. He hasn't. His overall points that he's made this season has not been the best because he has missed a lot of games as his dad was kidnapped. So, you know, he did miss a lot of games, and even the games that he came on near the end when he was coming back from his thing, he did provide a goal, like against Luton. I remember that. So if you look at it, most transferred players, not even high up on the list. Oh, that's overall transferred in. I'm looking for just this game week. So he is like up there, and like he played 36 minutes against Man City because he did. That was coming back from international break, and Klopp decided to play with Jota and Nunes instead. And then against Brentford, only played 7 minutes, came off the bench. Against Luton, played 7 minutes, came off the bench and got a goal. And the game before that, didn't play at all. Against Everton, got 6 points. 6 points there, got an assist. Got blank against Brighton. Against Tottenham, he got robbed, should have got a goal. So he is able to create these returns. He just hasn't been playing much. But now with Jota out and no international breaks coming up, his father back safely, he's going to be playing nearly every minute. And I can see him getting goals for Liverpool. So he at the moment is on top of my list. His ownership is at 7.1%. So he is a great differential. Because if you look at the transfers of midfielders that are coming in for this game week, like Mbemo has been heavily transferred in this game week at 400,000, and his selection, that percentage owned is 29%. So that is like pretty high for a midfielder that is only 7 million. There's not a like prime pick that everyone has to have in the team. Gordon, even cheaper than Mbemo. His ownership is at 15%. Probably one of the players that I regret not having that I took out, but I had to bring him back in because of suspension. I did get a chance to bring him back in because FPL, I had to work on my team in other places in my team, which in the end backfired for me. But then we look at Saka. This is a main man that I wanted in my team. His ownership is at nearly 55%. And if he kills it and I don't have him, I will drop in rank pretty fast. So I am going to be gambling on not having Saka. But if I do have to do this minus that I'm thinking about not doing, about taking some out and taking the gamble on Saka, like it's not going to really improve my rank that much because nearly everyone in the top half of the ranking system will probably have him in his team. So I've got to think hard and long about it if I really want to come in with Saka or go in with somebody else, but around the same price range. Or I can literally go in for someone a lot cheaper and try to gamble. Like Doku at 6.7 million, 8.9 ownership. So he is still a differential, like thingy, like. But if you look at if you can't see his ownership from before, where's his ownership? No, I can't see his overall ownership from last game weeks. Okay. So the games they got is Tottenham at home, Villa away, which is not going to be an easy game. But then they've got two good games, Luton away and Crystal Palace at home, and then a blank game week. Then you're going to want them back for the next couple of games as well after the Christmas break. So that could be an option as well. But you look at him, but you could go for Palmer. Palmer is a great option at 5.3 million. If I want to go with the route of having a fifth midfielder in my team at 5.3 million, but it's very cheap. But the thing is, the next two games are hard against Brighton at home. Brighton are not the best form at the moment. They won. Did they win yesterday, Brian?
Yeah, I think 1-0.
Yeah, they won in the end. I think they pretty sure they qualified now. I don't know if they topped their group yet. But I'm pretty sure they qualified for the next round because the thing with Europe is you have to finish first. Because in your group, if you finish first, you go straight to the last 16. If you finish second, you go to the playoff rounds where you play against the people that got relegated from the Champions League. And then if you finish third, you go into the Conference League. So there's always stuff to be played for in those games. Like Liverpool have already qualified for their finishing top. So the last game, they don't really need any result. So they're most likely to be playing a bit of kids, and hopefully, to get them some game time and experience. But for Parma, these two games I don't like. But the games after that, Everton is not going to be the easiest game as well. Especially when they will be looking to get some sort of points. Because as they've already lost 10 points for deduction. And then got Sheffield United at home. That will be a game where you'd be looking to probably have him. And then Wolves are maybe away, maybe. And Crystal Palace at home and then Luton away. So maybe it's not the time to bring him in now. I know he's cheap at 5.3 million. He was at 4.9 at one point. A lot of people bought him in. I'm pretty sure it's 4.9. Yeah, 4.9 for a long time. Then people started bringing him in because he started getting a lot of assists and goals. Like 12, 6, 2, 12, 6, 2. Right. I don't expect him to get any. Maybe get a penalty this game week, but Brighton are good defensively. They do have some sort of disciplinary issues recently. So you never know what happens. They could give a penalty away. And Salah, I already have him, so I won't be looking to bring him in. See why people have been bringing him in that don't have him. His ownership is actually less than Saka. So, but with Salah, he scores big numbers sometimes. I think he is the highest scoring FPL points right now. Nobody's got more than him. So he's a must in your team. Sterling will be a gamble. He's hot and cold. Good thing with him is he's on form, but it's a bit on and off. Like, it's not crazy numbers where you would like, oh yeah, you would have him because he does have the most experienced player at Chelsea. So he could be a viable option, but I'm not going to be going in for him. Like, nah, I wouldn't be. Kudos could be a nice replacement for Ezra, especially when we know Bowen is out for a few game weeks at least. And he'll be starting. He did have a good game week last week, got 2 assists, 10 points, blanked the game week before that, got good points against Brentford, blanked the game week before that, and weren't playing in the team that much before that. He was coming off the bench mainly. And so we do have 4 game weeks of sample data for him. It's not bad, got 3 assists and a goal, but Crystal Palace at home is a good game, but Crystal Palace have been a bit dodgy. They do have good, solid defenders in general, but just haven't been the best lately. Maybe they fix up. They have got Decore who's missing as well, so that could play a fact of their defensive duties that they have in the game. And it's an away game as well for Crystal Palace, so they might not keep a clean sheet. But the good thing that Crystal Palace do have in their favour is West Ham did play on Thursday, so for the Europa, so they could be tired, and that might give the edge to Crystal Palace on the game week that they play. And then Spurs away is not an easy game. Fulham away will not be an easy game. It will be a derby, London derby game as well. Then Wolves at home, and then United at home. Arsenal away, Brighton at home. So these games are pretty hard. Like, they're not easy in any set of the imagination. So it's about what you think you should do. And then Douglas Luiz, I took him out last game week, which I regret not going with my initial plan of taking out Son and Trippier and getting in the 2 players I need to get in that would have made me more points than I did. Because I brought in Eze in for Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz got 7 points, got an assist, and got the bonus points, which I was not happy about. But this game week, Bournemouth is a good game week, but they have got some hard games after that. Aston Villa, like City at home and Arsenal at home. I know that Villa do have this 14 winning game streak at home, but to continue that against Man City and Arsenal back-to-back games, I just think that's very improbable to happen. Or them to get even like good goals. and now that's now seeing with Watkins with a yellow arrow around his name where he might not be playing, like, doesn't fill me with hope. Because we all know Watkins takes time when he comes back from injury, it takes time to get going again. So that could be a problem in that department as well. So we've been thrown a curveball by FPL at the moment with Watkins. Didn't see that coming. I thought he was all fine before the start of the stream. I only found out then. So that's another curveball that we might have to deal with today, this game week. Or just ride our luck with everyone else that has not taken him out. And hoping that he plays. Because I'm pretty sure Villa do want to carry on with their winning form and push high up in the league. Because say there's a possibility of Aston Villa going top of the league this game week. If Man City lose, Arsenal lose, and Liverpool lose, and Villa win, Villa will go top of the league. That's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that, to have that as a possibility in game week 14 shows how far Villa have come. So we just don't know. We just hopefully see what happens. Like, if we get for more information by tomorrow's deadline, it will be better. But if there's a chance of Watkins' price going down today, that could be a big bummer. So let me just have a quick look at when I bought him in, because that will play a part. So let's go to transfer history quickly. I bought him in game week 10 when I did a double transfer, bought in Luis and Watkins. I probably did this so before his price went up. So 23rd of October, game week 10. So if we quickly have a look at his thing here, game week 10. Didn't really perform for me since then either. 2, 2, 6, and 5, you know. Not the best of performances. Like, I missed out on majority of the points that he made. So I think I'll go him at 8.2. 8.2 or 8.1. It's not 100% sure it was. Actually, probably was 8.2 or 8.4. Not sure how much I'll go him in for. Because if I look at the transfer out, how much do I get for him? I get 8.3. So I am not sure exactly that. I need to start writing down the transfers of how much I paid for some of these players. That way I can keep track of how much when I need to do my transfers. So not sure exactly when I bought in Watkins, if it was at 8.2 or 8.3. If it was 8.3, I will be making a profit right now, so it can't be 8.3. It must be 8.2. Yeah, I must have bought him in 8.2. And then so I can afford for him to his price to drop. So I don't have to make that transfer today. So I have to keep an eye on Son though. So let's just see on that as well. Yeah. So Luis Diaz is the one that I'm looking to bring in at the moment, with 3 good games against Fulham, Sheffield United away, and Crystal Palace away. Then we've got 2. You can say 1 hard game, and 1 game that I'm looking forward to, where I expect to humiliate Man United. And then Arsenal at home will be a hard game, and then an easy game at Burnley away, and then Newcastle at home. So we do have a Christmas period that is semi-kind to us, where we have our hard games, but they're at home. So we could get some results there. So you should get good results in these games, really, before Salah goes on his international break. And hopefully Salah could be back for the game against Chelsea, because he will be missing the game against Bournemouth, definitely. So you got to think about that as well, like having players from African nations. So say if you got Onana, he won't be like, I don't know, what are United going to do without Onana in this January? They have no the keeper.
Who is the backup?
Some next guy, some random dude.
Some random dude who decided to turn up, yeah, to training one day. You never know, man. What's Onana doing there anyway, except letting in, flapping at everything?
Let's have a quick look. So Man United, Onana's there. Is it Heaton, Atali, whoever this guy is? This is their keeper.
Atali Bundle.
4 million is any other keeper. Rick Tet, it's probably him because he's got a picture of him. There must be him. He must be their backup. 0% ownership.
Isn't Heaton the one they bought this season or the last season? So it must be him.
Now he is just an old guy. He's an old man. Like he's like in his 30s. You want to be playing him, man. It's like, are we playing Adrian now? It's like that.
What's the point of even having him? What's he doing?
Just to help keep a string.
Collecting a paycheck.
They help keep a string. But yeah. So we gotta look out for that as well. Let's go back to the stats. Go back to midfielders. And transfers. Let's quickly have a look at transfers out, because that could be a bar. Thank you for joining me, whoever's joining me right now. If there are any questions you need me to answer, go ahead. I'll give you the best information that provided by me. Bowen is going to be going out. Mitchell, a lot of people take him out. I think he might have played this game in the Europa game. You know, he didn't play in the Premier League game, but he played in the Europa game. Madison out for ages. Son is the one that we got to look out for, really, because his price will be going down. Like today or tomorrow, could be easily going down today. So we got to watch out for that, really. Then we've got the RB people. Some people taking the RB. It's like there's not really like a major player that people are just rushing to take out besides Bowen and Mittermann's Son in the recent hours. I didn't expect that to happen. I think people were planning that and just started taking them out doing the transfers today. I think these are mainly probably people are doing this are using their wild card, really, because by taking Son out, you're probably freeing up a lot of money for second or third or fourth transfers. Right now, I would love to have a wild card, because that would most likely change my whole defense and 1-2 of my midfielders. My defense will be fully changed, in my opinion, if I had a wild card right now. So let's go back to players going in, and we're going to look at points predicted by the Fantasy Hub for midfielders. Salah is the top of the charts, no surprise there. Son is still second top of the charts, because apparently he missed a lot of chances against Villa in the last game. He had 3 goals that were offside, so 3 disallowed goals. He missed the open a sitter as well. Yeah, so apparently he was really unlucky not to get returns in that game. So he could get some returns against Man City. He does have a good goal record against Man City. He does get a good amount of returns against them most occasions, away or at home. It is a bogey team for Man City in general. And then we've got Saka, and then the main man, Mbomo, who everyone is looking to bring in, who's been touted as one of the big transfers to make. His price is going to be going up again today, probably, or tomorrow. So he could be another option to bring in. Bruno is predicted highly. I just don't see Newcastle away and Chelsea at home as good games. And then Bournemouth at home, yes, very good game. Then Liverpool away, West Ham away, Villa at home. These games don't seem appetizing to me for me to bring him in. And I just think he's a crybaby. You don't really like him. So you'll never see me bring in Bruno. Gordon is a good transfer to have in your team. Like, if I were to bring him in, I'll be bringing him in for Hee-chan at the moment. The thing is, I'm very fond of Hee-chan. He does pull out returns. Like, he has got 7 goals this season, which is not a small amount. They do have a hard game against Arsenal away. But the Wolves this season have been screwed so many times. It's been screwed like 4 or 5 times already by VAR, where they should have won games and got or drawn games. So they've lost like at least 7 points so far this season because of VAR. So they haven't been played as bad as what the league table makes it out to be. So they could get a draw against Arsenal. You never know. But then they got good games against Burnley at home, Forest at home. With these 2 games, I expect him to perform in those 2 games, because these are the games that Wolves are mainly looking to get their points from, especially how they've been screwed so many times already. Then they've got some hard games against West Ham away, Chelsea at home, and then Brentford away, and Everton at home is an easy game. But then it gets a lot harder for them after this. So I'll probably will be taking them out later on. But for now, for these 3 games, because the 2 games that we got after the Arsenal game, I want to keep him because I want him for those 2 games. Unless Neto comes back, and then if I got a free transfer to do, where I don't have to do anything else anywhere else in my team, then maybe I'll bring in Neto. But we don't know when Neto will be exactly back, because according to FPL Day, he was supposed to be back a week ago, but he's not. So I'm not be looking to take him out. Ezra is the man that I'm looking to take out, and then really like, man, if I wanted to do, I might really like. Now that I know some price is going down, I'm not really happy that I didn't do my transfers yesterday. Like, need to figure this out big time. So we need to do a lot of thinking behind this as well. You need to keep an eye on the price changes. That's the main thing right now. You need to keep a very keen eye on the price changes of Sun, of how much of this hourly rate or percentage keeps happening. That drops. So let me just quickly have a look at the transferred out quickly. How many thousand people take him out so far? So you've got 311,000. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If that keeps dropping hard, then I'm gonna have to do something tonight. Maybe I have to bite the bullet and bring in Saka, even though his price has gone up, and then go for a different type of player in other parts of my team instead of bringing in the player that I wanted to bring in, which was Trent. I'm not that confident of bringing Trent in now because of Alisson being out. Because obviously with Trent playing, we play a high line, and with Alisson not being there, I just think we're gonna play a bit more deeper than we normally do, just so we offer a bit more protection to Keller. So that's the reason why I'm not fond of bringing Trent in now, or even Temescas. Oh man, last week's transfer of Ezra has really put me in a pickle where if I had kept Douglas Luiz, I probably wouldn't be taking Douglas Luiz out. Even if I rolled the transfer on, right now I could bring in Son for Saka for thingy, but oh man, it is what it is. Palmer is got his price range is great. I could bring him in as a 5th midfielder, just in case Watkins doesn't start, or doesn't play the game. He could be a great option for me to bring in as a replacement for Watkins for 1 game week, because he's cheap as a rotation. But I don't really want to do that. I'm not a really fan of rotating 8 attackers, because then you're just always second guessing yourself on who to play for that game week. Thank you guys for joining me. If there's any questions you want me to ask for you, just go ahead, write in the chat, and I'll respond for you guys. Got Martinelli, who's a good option to have. I think I can just afford him if I take out Ezra. Let me check. Yeah, I could just afford it, which is 7.8 million to bring in if I can't bring in Saka. Did Martinelli score this in the game in Europe? I don't think he did he? Did he even play? He didn't play, did he?
Not sure.
Not sure about Martinelli, but Martinelli is a good option. I really rate Martinelli quite a bit, so he could be an option to bring it into your team. Not Odegaard is a bit too expensive for 8.3 million. I'd rather have somebody else. Foden could be an option, but with a blank week coming up, I just don't see the appeal to bring him in. I just don't see the appeal. He's not a goal machine. He does get goals against weaker teams. Yes, that's one thing, but that's about it. Oh man, it's nearly 8 o'clock. Time just flies during the stream. What time? I thought it's been less than that. I did want to start at 7 to give you an hour stream, but I'm gonna cut it off at 8 o'clock. So just a quick one. So we'll quickly go over some few things. If people keep joining me, if you ask me questions, I'll stay on and carry on. But till then, I'm just gonna see what the data should suggest that I should do. Actually, let me see what transfer AI predicts tells me to do really that I should do. Let me just go have a look. And we can have a quick look at the wildcards, if you want as well. What AI team? Yeah, let's go for AI teams quickly. Just quickly have a look at what AI recommends to us. So for free hit, it's saying play Raya. Yeah, good game against Wolves. Trent, White, Pinnock. Pinnock, oh man, he could be a good defensive option with 3 games they got coming up. But you got to look out for the blank game weeks. So you have to have a rotation somewhere there. And with that defense they got there, but you can just do a transfer. You know, if you're setting your team up for the next 3 game weeks, you know, we're not really going to be looking to transfer next game week. So Darwin, somehow got Jackson there for 6.9 million. That is dropping, but not dropping that much because he was at 7 million anyway. So not much of a like price decrease. Cool. Saka and Salah in the team for this wild card, for this free hit. Wild card. For some reason they got Flecken in this wild card. I just don't understand that, but maybe because they got Areola in there as well. Like, if I was doing this wild card with AI, like I would have the Liverpool keeper in there at 3.9 million because it's a bargain. Son isn't still in this wild card. Saka, Son, Gordon, Palmer. They've gone with 2 attackers with Darwin and just Holland with no Watkins. Yeah, Watkins is technically out at the moment, like according to FPL, like he's got triangle, but we just can't trust FPL data, like, or like with injuries, like sometimes they give you false information, you know. It's just what it is, because like it's better to find out that information from the press conference from the managers themselves. That looks like a decent wildcard team in my opinion. Not bad. Maybe I'll change a few players here and there. Yeah, definitely will change that. Trippier is a good player to have, but I just think his attacking returns will decrease, in my opinion, and his clean sheets because the defense is not fully at its best at the moment with the injuries they have, even in the midfield. So they won't be keeping many clean sheets. Maybe they will do, maybe don't. I'm hoping they do because I've still got them in my team and I can't just take them out, you know. So yeah, Trippier could, at the moment, if I was doing wildcard, I wouldn't have him. I would have Trent instead and look to save some money somewhere else to try to accommodate that. But let's go to my team. It's my team at the moment. Let's see what transfers this team recommends me to do. Of course, they'll probably recommend take out Ezra for sure, because obviously he's got a 25% chance of playing according to FPL, and I haven't heard any news from anyone else. They're telling me to take out Pelestri and bring in Gordon, which is actually not a bad idea really, but like to play a 5th midfielder. But I said if I was bringing a 5th midfielder, I would not be spending that much money on it. I'd rather go for Palmer instead. And I don't want to sell. I really want to keep Watkins at the moment. I know they've got, yeah, hoping Watkins plays, like, so let's see what other transfer it recommends me. Wait, what happened there? No. I messed up. I clicked the wrong button. Alright, I'm gonna save this one, start this again. Alright, pick team live. And then we're gonna go to, yep, recent team. I gotta input my thingy data on bloody set me. Where's my FPL code again? Team details, FPL code, where's my, I always forget where the FPL code is. What is that? There it is. So get the FPL code. Yeah, according to this, is gonna be injury dot. I need to use, even on the hub, he's got a green arrow on his name as well, man. Injury doubt. Okay. So if you go to AI transfers, you alright, mate? He came on yesterday. So I don't want to sell him. Recommend me new transfers. It just recommended Gordon to me. I don't want to recommend no Gordon.
Is your mic not on?
Yeah, I think I need to change my settings or something. Like always coming up different. So where is it? Is it too low or too loud? Multi-channel could be a good thing to transfer. Where's my settings on right? No, settings are right. It's okay. Okay. Oh, that's because I've turned it down on this. So let me just turn it a bit higher. It's because I have it lower so you don't hear my background noise. Is that a bit louder for you guys? Is that good? Hopefully that's better. You can hear me now a bit more. It's just giving me the normal recommended like template transfers. Give me something. I don't want DRB either. It's just gonna recommend. Yeah, so it's okay. I just didn't want people to hear my like clicking and stuff, like when I'm clicking the mouse and stuff. So I kept it a bit lower. But it's okay. Timorous cast, okay, do that. But nah, I don't want to do that. I do want to sell Lamptey, but I don't want to sell him now. I've got other like problems to deal with. But yeah.
Game up.
Oh, game week 19, yeah. You want to do game week 19? All right, let's do this. So let's go to point predictions. So we can predict for 3 game weeks, okay? So forwards, Haaland, of course. Nunes, if he's fully fit. Because game week 19, who it's got Burnley away, Newcastle at home, and Bournemouth away. So Nunes could be a good choice there. Watkins, United out away, Burnley at home, Everton away, not the best. Depending on Isak and Wilson, like depends if they're fit. So you're gonna have to wait for that closer to the time, in my opinion. Let's look at midfielders for that time. So Son, according to FPL, is gonna be the highest at that point. Then with Salah joint with him, because they've got who? They've got Brighton away, Bournemouth home, and then United away. So I don't believe the points predicted in that department. Arsenal got good fixtures. West Ham at home, Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home. They're all derbies, London derbies. They'll probably be coming back from a loss against Liverpool game week 18. So they probably want to come back for the bounce for game week 19. So, yeah, good. Maybe good to have Arsenal players then. United, I'll stay away from. Villa at home. Nottingham Forest away. And then Tottenham at home. But I think, like, the game week type as well, like, it's not next to each other, is it? It is pretty far apart. Pretty sure. So, because you got game week 19. Yeah, so you got 2 game weeks that you're going to have together. And there's going to be a massive gap for game week 21. So and there'll be FA Cup games or Corner Cup games in between that time, between game week 20 and game week 21. So there could be injuries at that point as well. So you're really only planning for game week 19 and 20. Or the longer one as well. If you look at Brentford do have good games as well after their blank game week they have. So that'll be a good thing actually for them. When they have a blank game week 18, while everyone else plays every 3 days, they'll have a whole week's rest. More than a whole week's rest for them. So, because I don't think there's a Carabao Cup game between the 17th and the 23rd. So, you'll get a week. You're supposed to get a week's rest there anyway, but you'll get more than a week's rest before he plays, like, where is it? Before they play Wolves. So, at home. So, they'll be fresh for these set of games. So, maybe having Brentford players after the blank they have will be a good thing. Because actually, maybe you probably still already have him. Reason being, you already have him in your team. So, because you got Mbeumo is such a good transfer to bring in right now. Like, should I bite the bullet and just do my minuses? Because if I want to bring in Mbeumo,
Who's the remit?
okay, it's loud. Yeah, cool. Sterling, nah, stay away from Sterling. Ramet. Gordon, that game week, nah, I don't think you stay away from Newcastle. Actually, yeah, stay away from Newcastle players that game week because they will have game week 19 will be all right. They'll have Gordon at home, but then they'll have Liverpool away and then Man City at home, which won't be the best of game weeks. So yeah, it'll be hard for that. Bowen for West Ham. Actually, you can bring in Chelsea players then. Game week 19, Crystal Palace at home, Luton away, Fulham at home. Decent games. Luton's classed as a London club, isn't it?
It shouldn't be.
Is Luton outside London?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's not.
It's not far out of London, but it's definitely not far out of London.
So Gabriel could bring in as well.
Let's do a poll. Chat, tell us, is Luton in London? Yes or no?
There's only 2 people have it.
Yeah. Go on, Ramit and Mr. Blanky. Tell us, is Luton in London or not?
So let's look at the quick defense. Forget that game week as well. Saying Trent, White, Trippier, Gabriel, Walker, Pinnock, Kanji, Saliba. Yeah, Cobo, no, Van Dijk. Nah. Bro, if I were you, I would not be thinking about game week 19 really right now.
Definitely in London. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Because, like, such a long way away. There's no point putting any thought into it right now because, like, anything can happen till then, from now to then. I'll be trying to concentrate on the transfers that you do now and aiming to make the maximum possible points in these coming game weeks. Yeah, and I think you need to think about what you're going to do because you said you're going to take out Haaland in that game week 17, after 17. Who are you going to take him out for? Because you can take out Haaland and Alvarez, you said. So you're going to bring in 2 strikers, really, for 1 game week. Could be Nunes, Watkins, Wilson.
Definitely in London. Oh, we gotta find this out. I'm googling it. We got 2 opposing answers. It's 2 versus 1.
Nunes out for Watkins, yeah, and you bought in Risa. Okay. So I can see a trend happening here right now already. Let's see this Watkins going down today. Hourly change. Oh man, Watkins is definitely going down to like soon in price. Because 7. I mean, what was it earlier? The percentage for Watkins. It wasn't that 7, was it?
It wasn't that high.
Yeah. Damn, man. So Watkins, people already start taking him out. So see, you're seeing a trend already there. People have been, and that's maybe probably people are panicking because they see the triangle on him, you know. And this was supposed to be the easy game for him because after that they've got Man City, Arsenal, hard games at home. I know Villa been good, but bring who back? Watkins for game week 18.
It's in Bedfordshire. Luton is a part of Bedfordshire.
Bedfordshire is outside London.
32 miles north of London. It's not far out of London, but you know.
Slav.
Much further. Slav's like just about.
13 months.
Yeah, 3 times that amount.
Alright. Cool. So, okay. I know you guys just joined me now, but I'm gonna end the stream because I've gone for longer than I expected to go for.
Unless this new guy, young Aziz needs some help.
No, he's done it already. I just got Nunes for one thing. He's just done his transfer already.
Is that a good one or what?
He bought in Nunes for Watkins, isn't it?
Sounds like a good move, isn't it?
And we set for Foster. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day for today because I need to go eat. I'm starving.
Tomorrow there's a deadline stream.
Ramit, what are you doing for food? Are you online? You going out anywhere? Yeah, and I'm gonna do a deadline stream tomorrow as well, guys. I'm gonna probably start at 1 o'clock. Deadline's at 1:30. So yeah, I'll definitely do a stream there. And keep an eye if you've got FPL Fantasy Hub, check out their price thing to see if there's any price changes today. Ezra, I can wait for a day for him. It's just Son. I'll go watch out for Son because his price could go down today. So just gotta keep an eye out for him to. If his price is looking like to go down today, I will.
It's very cold. Very, very cold.
Yeah, I know it's too cold, man. I don't want to go out and get food, man. Oh. I have to take on something. Yeah, definitely. Definitely too cold. Okay. So just keep an eye out on the price transfers if you need to, which is going to be Son. And coming in. Timmins Cass, if you want to bring him in now. And Burma's price is definitely going to go up tonight, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I might do a late stream just to show my transfers at the end. But I hopefully not. Like, I'm going to think about it while I eat and watch a show or something. But, yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. I don't know which one is only left. But thank you again. I'll see you again next time. Join me tomorrow for my deadline stream at 1 o'clock. And hopefully we can make some good transfers and increase our ranks for the fucking coming game week ahead. Because we have had 2 red arrows now in a row. And got me down to 63k in rank, which I'm not happy about. I haven't been aggressive enough in my transfers. And I think I need to change that up. And even now, I didn't do what I need to do earlier. My transfers a couple of days ago. And it's affecting me now to what I want to do. So tomorrow, aggressive time. Let's do this tomorrow. Deadline stream. See you next time. Thank you again for watching me. See ya!
That's not bad. You got people coming at the end.